Welcome back. Bright sunshine on our Sky 9 camera overlooking the Children's Hospital on this Sunday morning. We have a few wispy upper level clouds, but it is nice and cool this morning. Some places still into the upper 40s. We're 49 here at the Baton Rouge Airport, as well as in Macomb. Elsewhere, starting to warm up a bit into the 50s. So Gonzales getting into the upper 50s at 56, 54 over in Hammond, 55 in Homa. It will be another really nice afternoon. We'll warm nicely into the upper 60s, lots of sunshine, and it'll make for a really cool evening once the sun sets. And reminder, the sun sets an hour earlier. It's around 5:15 this evening, so you'll notice it getting darker earlier. That is going to lead to a really chilly overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning for Monday. We could see some places reaching the upper 30s. Most of us should touch the low 40s, so it is going to be chilly for the kids headed to school as well as the morning commute on Monday. So we'll keep the 40s around for the next couple of days. You'll notice the warm up on Wednesday into the upper 40s, but then the back end of the work week, we're getting into the upper 50s, and you'll really notice it through the afternoon. Nice cool afternoons in the upper 60s will continue tomorrow and then into the 70s. But by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're talking low 80s for the afternoon high. The reason is because high pressure is going to build in. You can kind of see this counterclockwise swirl here that's bringing the wet weather to the north of us, but notice there's a lot of dryness over the eastern and central part of the U.S. That's high pressure. That's going to build in and also strengthen on top of us as we get into the middle and later part of the work week. So here it comes. Here's Monday. Then notice how it gets a bit darker going into Tuesday and Wednesday. This is going to lead to the big warm up that we're going to see later into the week, as we may remain under the influence of that high pressure by the end of the work week. And it's also going to lead to a dry pattern. You notice where we didn't see any rainfall over the central and western part of the U.S. So for us, we're also going to be locked in under that dry pattern as well. High pressure typically brings warm and dry weather. So that's what we're seeing through the next 7 days. The Weather Prediction Center is showing rainfall totals of less than 1/10 of an inch, and that's really just north of Baton Rouge into southern Mississippi. Elsewhere, we're looking dry. But this is pretty normal, because if you look at our average monthly rainfall, November is actually one of our driest months. In fact, it is typically our driest month. So it's normal that we're seeing a more dry pattern for November. But what's not normal is the warm up that we're expecting later this week. So we'll keep it cool tomorrow into the upper 60s, a chilly morning start tomorrow into the low 40s, upper 30s in some places. Then we'll get into that warming pattern starting by Wednesday into the upper 70s. And then by the end of the work week, afternoons returning into the low 80s, heading into late work week and the weekend. All right.